Welcome to Martinez Design. In the continuation of our 2-bedroom Terrace duplex executive that we are working on, so in all the previous episodes, this is how far we go. Now we study how we can put this PDF file into the project. So check episode 1 for that. Then in the last follow episode, we were able to do the arrangements. We create the first floor plan, then we put all these things in order. So we've done this is the first episode concerning this particular one. So here we want to focus on the roofing system and how the roof of this building will look like. So I enjoy you to follow. If you are joining for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel and always support us by sharing and like. So put on a notification bell so that we can be able to continue. After we upload video, you'll be able to see it and follow us too. So my advice as well before we continue is that you should be following this one. So when you are following the way we are doing projects, it's not going to be stress to you. And for when you are doing or something like this, you'll be able to build your own portfolio along the line. So if you are following every series of this, so by the time maybe you have enough model to present to a client that this is what you have done, and you be proud of yourself, no matter what the case may be. So time for that, and let us move on to the next level. So what we do here now is that, let's go on the level 2. Yeah, this is where we are going to create our, we're supposed to create our something, but we are not going to create it there because we need to create another level, so that will be on the level 3 for a glue out of references. So let us get that in mind. So let it load, finish, and then we'll move on to the next steps of what we are doing. Good. So you need to open the crop region, expose that so that we get the full length of the building that we are designing. Okay, so from grid line 1 to grid line 6, that is exactly what we are doing. Then you transfer this, stretch it up. So now what you need to do now is to create another level. So you have to create another level like this. So what do? Select it and say create similar. So if you don't want to do create similar, you can come to architecture. So from architecture, you're going to see level here. So these are another way of creating level. So you just need to click on this. After you have done it for you can still properly adjust everything. So I'm going to drag this one to the last point. So this one that are staying in between is because of the crop region that overshadow most of them, so it make it more subtle. So now you extend it by increasing the length. So everything is going to snap for you. So you can, anytime you select one of them, it's going to be dragged together at once. So this one is called level 4. I still know why it's remaining, because of the template of the matter of which my template has been used. You can change this by renaming. So I'm going to rename it back to level 3. So I'll say yes. So you see the number has changed. So the same thing you can do by increasing the something here. So that's how you do. But for now, I'm going to do the roof. So I'm going to level 3. So this is where I'm going to click the roof, creating my roof. So I will now go to level 2 to go and do the proper configuration of the roof. So I'm going to start here by saying roof by footprint. So it's taking me to what? It's taking me to the sketch mode where I can do whatever I want to do, but I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to start here. So you maintain that on the property bar. Can you see? So the next thing we do now is to start drawing those things one after the other. So I will just use so because I'm doing hidden roof, I will just use inside aspect of the, so the roof is going to be straightforward. It's not going to have any other paparazzi. So what I do here is that we extend this one. Let's say 600 if without copy, please. So I'm going to do that. Now what I do now is that I will select by, so just join all this together, join this one together, then do this one and join it together. So that's it. So you click finish. This is what you have. Don't attach because there are still more to do to this. Now when you look at it from the 3D, you see that the roof have a lot of side falling, which is that it fall to 4 side, which is not supposed to be. So here I'm going to let the roof fall to the back alone. So we'll do by selecting that, remove the slope define of this side, remove the slope define slope of this side, and you remove this divine slope of this side. Now if you finish it, now you see the way the roof looks like. Don't attach. So you see the roof just too high and slant. So you change it by just coming here, because it's using only one slope. Now you can decide to edit it from here by just press 5. So let it go now. So it's coming down a bit. So when you go back to the south elevation, you see your roof system, but it's not ideal for me. What do? I will just increase it by pushing it up. So move from this level. Now I will add 1300 to what it will be for me. So I push it up. So can you see? So anything I want to do now, I'm going to cover, is going to cover the roof, so that the building will have enough of height to make use of. So I'm going to, let me hide this one. I don't need it for now. Hide. So now you come to level, from the ground floor level. Okay, level 2. So level 2 now, select one of this wall, or I can decide to stay here. Just say underlay, click on underlay and say level 2. So you'll be able to see what you want to see. From here now, you just click on wall and you'll be able to work on the wall exceptionally. So by the time you start here now, you draw, then draw it to this point, then draw it to the back, then you do another one to the back. Okay, so that's what you have. Now go to 3D and you see the roof is covered. So now we need to work on aesthetic value of what we have done here. So we are not going to create anything except for the fact that we are going to be one way or the other working on each and every one of them. So this is how the roof follow. So the material for the roof, you sell it, because when you are looking at it now, the line of the roof is falling straight. What is the issue? The issue is that you need to get the falling slope accurately. So what do? Edit the structure, edit the tile, the materials. So where did you get it wrong? The material is intact, but when you are talking of graphics ability, it doesn't have it. So you're going to click on this vertical and you come to model and you select like this, or you click another one by saying new one. Then you select angle 90 degree, which is vertical. Then you reduce this one to, let's say, 70. I think with that you can say okay. I think they have the same thing. So you can rename it if you want to rename it by clicking on this, name the pattern. So just call it vertical flow or slope, whatever. So with just your designs, your thing, you just make it name by yourself and see. By the time you see everything change to the way it's supposed to change. Look at it now. See the orientation of the roof. So this just need fall the way that one fall again. That's half a normal vertical something. Any angle, anywhere you see, it's going to fall. So you can do the same thing for every type of the roof you are doing. So this is the roof pattern that we have created here in this project. So this is how far we discover what we shall do. So when you look at it from the section 1, so you get this by pushing it up. Now we have an issue from the back side. Is this going to be like this? We still need to bring those wall onto the top. So we're going to do them one after the other. So let us select. The only part we need is now all the external aspects to work. So you select all the external references work. So I would have said to select everything on instant, but it's not going to be a good idea, because it's going to select those unwanted walls that is not even needed to be appear in that one. So select those one that you need. Only the back one is needed. You don't need all the interior ones. So there's nothing you want to use them for. So just select like that. So my pleading is that you should try as much as we will be creating, be working as we are doing it step by step. If it's 15 minutes you have, that's why this course is always a breakdown stuff. Sorry, I've done what I supposed not to do. So you'll be able to learn step by step, and before you know, you are building your portfolio along the line, and So by the time comes for you to be happy, somebody will be able to present something to people that this is what you have done so far. So at the same time, you can decide to change some of this perimeter of this building and assign it for yourself. So I will just say copy to clipboard, and I will go to level 3 and I will say paste here. So align to the current view. So what have I done? So I'm going to change this one. I'll just change it to, let's say, 200. Can I say 200? I say 2. Let me just say 200. Okay, just do 200 like that. If you go to delete some of this, then I'll go here and I will say duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate this because I want to edit them separately. So I have this one now. So you can just go back here and see. So you trim all those ones that you need to be trimmed, so that you maintain that sanity around the building. So when we done with this one now, you can now go to section, see it in section. So this is how small the thing looks like. So you can now say select all instance in the entire project and you increase it. First you need to know the height, so just use a temporary to know the height of where you are going to. So 1400. So you see what we do here now. It's going to work only on this. We will not attack this one, because if you select this one and say select all instance in this view, you see what will happen. We're going to select all this one in this project, you see, except this particular one we just created. So if you select this one, select all instance in the entire project, you only select this one, so you'll be able to adjust this. So you say 1400 or 1350, so because I will not have any collision with what without. So you see it has moved up. So that's exactly where we want it to be. We don't want it to go far beyond that, because that's the part this end is going to work up. So 3D now, we go back to from the behind. So see from the back elevation. So this is how far the thing is. So you have control over this particular roof because you have already make it a duplicate. So you have different property entirely. You can separate the property, do whatever you want to do. So this is how far the buildings look for now. As we proceed to determine how the elevation is going to be beautiful and be colorful. So thanks for watching. So see you in the next tutorial when we are going to dish out more elaborate idea. God bless you.